Is Jujutsu Kaisen based on real story? If you are watching this video at night and that too alone, please watch it at your own risk. Before diving deep into the story, let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen anime. And please do not forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share to your friends. Jujutsu Kaisen is an action-packed anime and manga series that explores some darker themes, yet still knows how to keep things light. With the legendary fight sequence and lovable characters, both heroes and villains, the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, created by writer and illustrator Gege Akutami, continues to draw us in with every episode and chapter. Another alluring aspect of this series is that more than its being a feat of writing and visual skill, it is also deeply rooted in Japanese culture and history. This can be seen in little details such as the fact that it is accurately portrayed temples being used as schools, which were common during the Edo period of Japan. The depiction of Shinto funerals with magnetic lead Yuji Itadori picking bones from the cremated ashes of his grandfather using chopsticks. This show also explores Buddhist ideologies in the form of domain expansion and the hand signs the character use. In Buddhism, they believe that within each person is a whole world that they have the power to control. Each hand sign performed by the characters in the series is based on real mudras or hand gestures used in Buddhist and Hindu ceremonies and dances. These hand signs connect characters from the series to real deities that are involved with Buddhism, giving us a hint about the character. For example, Satoru Gojo's Unlimited Void is the usage of Taisha Kuten in Mudra, which is in link with Buddhist deity Taisha Kuten, also known as God Indra, who is believed to be the strongest god of all them. The same connection are made with other characters and their domain expansion mudras, making it obvious that there are no coincidences with the connection of each character of certain deities. But more than just these finer details, the whole story of Jujutsu Kaisen was actually based on 2005 myth that was famous in the region where creator Gege Akutami grew up. As confirmed by Akutami in an interview, the myth describes how the box was found on a construction site. The box looked ancient and it was nailed shut and wrapped with tags, one of which claimed that Ryomen Sukuna is sealed here. The workers immediately contacted a priest who told them not to open the box before he got there to handle things, but of course, the box wasn't going to stay closed. Some students around the sea stumbled upon the box and decided to sneak a peek. Long story short, two of them ended up dying while another was transferred to mental institution. After the students opened the box, some of the workers saw it as well. But when the other workers found them, they were so shocked by what was inside that they couldn't speak. Inside the box was one body that contained 2 heads, 4 arms and 4 legs. Sound familiar, na? When the priest finally arrived, he told all the workers that they were basically doomed already, but he would exorcise them all anyway. In the end, 3 of the workers caught a heavy fever. But wait, there's more to it. According to the myth, the person who spread the story online sought out to be the son of the priest that was summoned to the construction site. Apparently, the son was also educated in Buddhist way, but decided to give this up and pursue a career in real estate industry. It was apparently the son's responsibility to send the box to Kyoto, but it never ended up there. They were able to meet, and the son told the story of how Ryomen Sukuna ended up in that box in the first place. According to him, in the 19th century, the Mononobe Tengoku bought conjoined twins at a circus. This may explain why the body had 2 heads, 4 arms, and 4 legs. Mononobe Tengoku was the leader of a heretic sect and had some weird tendencies. He locked up the conjoined twins in a room full of other people with deformities. It was said that the conjoined twins reminded Tengoku of an Asura or a power-hungry deity, which is why he wanted them to survive, thus leading him to stab all other people in the room, leaving them there with nothing to eat but each other. Tengoku only opened the room when there was one survivor left, and lo and behold, it was the conjoined twins. As a prize for the survivor, Tengoku then proceeded to starve and mummify them so that they wouldn't decompose, as mentioned earlier. He was a peculiar person. The sect dubbed the mummified twins as Ryomen Sukuna, who the twins reminded them of. Their statue-like remains were then wrapped up and became a symbol for their sect. Legend has it that they took the mummified twins with them whenever they went, and wherever they went, disasters like deadly earthquake always followed. This may be what led Akutami to describe Sukuna as a type of walking calamity. After the last devastating earthquake, Tengoku slashed his throat, nobody knows why, and wrote under the statue using his own blood that Japan shall perish. This act is believed to represent the continuation of the curse. And that's the end of the myth. Got the chills? If you got, then please do like and subscribe to this video, and also please share it to your friends. They say that Akutami hid a hint pointing to the series linked to Japanese history and culture in first chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen by including the mummified remains of a four-eyed being in cover art. This was based on real Japanese practice called Shoku Shinbitsu, where monks would meditate and starve themselves, mummifying themselves alive so as not to decompose and hopefully reach enlightenment. While the twins only reminded Mononobe Tengoku and his sect of Ryomen Sukuna, the actual Ryomen Sukuna also has quite the story. Ryomen Sukuna is an actual person that existed in Japan history and was later mythified. The real Ryomen Sukuna was a leader, but the Yamato family sought to overthrow him through a hostile takeover. To justify all the violence the Yamato family instilled, they spread propaganda that depicted Sukuna as evil. The story created by the Yamatos was that Sukuna disrespected the imperial family. He was also said to have murdered thousands of people with the use of only a bow and an arrow combined with his superhuman strength. Bow and arrow? I think we have seen it somewhere. This almost demon-like image of Sukuna continued to spread and grow larger and larger over time. But Ryomen Sukuna has a completely different reputation to the people in the Hita region, who praise him as a guardian and even as a benevolent figure in their history. They believe that Ryomen Sukuna was the reincarnation of mercy itself, brought Buddhism to that religion, and built the Senkoji temple. He also found the time to exorcise an evil dragon while he was at it. It seems that it was almost like destiny that Ryomen Sukuna is the bearer of two completely opposite personas, both related to demons, either being one or exercising one. As his name, Ryomen, may translate to two-faced and Sukuna as to exercise. The deep roots that Jujutsu Kaisen has it in Japanese culture only add to the charisma of the series while flaunting the colorful and fascinating culture of Japan. The connection to the history and culture of Japan already have some people make theories and guesses as to what might be awaited the beloved characters in the captivating story. I hope guys you like this video. Please do comment what you all have thoughts on this. On this story. What are the possible theories that you all are having or you are having in your mind?